Saint Pierre might be set aside simply because we've been, I would call us pioneer on the market. We've been here almost 20 years, so it makes us one of the long-standing and standalone restaurants. We are not within a hotel. We've always done things a slightly different way. It's a classical French restaurant with a lot of import from Asia. There are a lot of Asian element to the food, but the roots, the techniques remains very much traditional, very much French, because French cuisine is much more renowned than Belgian cuisine, internationally speaking at least. I was born in the 60s. I'm 51. I was born in the 60s, and growing in Belgium, it was a bit of an American dream in the 60s. My dad was talking to me about New York or Los Angeles or things like this. I went back to the US, went back to California, I went back to Santa Barbara for a little stint, but again, it was not what I wanted. And in 1997, I had an opportunity to move to Malaysia. So I took that opportunity and I stayed there from 97 to 99. That was my first step in Asia. It was dirty, it was humid, it was hot, it was kind of dangerous. I loved it. and I stayed there. I just fell in love there. I just fell in love with people, I fell in love with ingredients, with cuisine, with pretty much everything. The Wallonian roots can never be really forgotten. You can't forget. It's like me trying to drop my accent. I've been trying many times. I can't. It's just who I am. So the roots are there. I can't cook without thinking of my mum preparing something, my dad shopping something else. It is there. It's in the genetic. I love the idea of bringing science into food, and specifically, I think, as you mentioned, I think Wallonia has been, again, pioneering into that idea, because it allows us to understand better what we do. And if we understand better what we do, science allows us to do that. Well, we do it better. That's easy. And that's why I'm a big advocate of science into food, not specifically to change or genetically modify products. It's not at all that. It's simply to understand better what we do. I also think in terms of innovations, it allows you to open your mind and think, okay, this technique was good. What else can we do? How can we do things? There are some products, if you just name them, the reference to Belgium will always click off first. If I think of chocolate and I think of beer, or French fries, for instance, which have nothing to do with France, French fries are called French because of the Frenching, coating in small pieces. It's not France or French as a country. So French are Belgium, that's for sure. Singapore has Chinese as dominant culture, but we've got Malays and Indians behind. Similarly, we have Walloon, we've got Flemish, we've got a little Germanic community as well. That's something which is very much putting us aligned. The fact that we are a small country is also something which helps us. You can cross Belgium pretty much without even realizing you've crossed it. Singapore is a bit different, you'll end up in the ocean. But in terms of what people are doing and how the evolutions comes in, it's going to be a difficult one for me to answer. I've been here 20 years. I've seen a huge evolution in Singapore, the way the international, I would say, aspect of Singapore, the fact that we are really open now to an international community. If you think of Singapore, food is one of the most interesting part of our life as well. So if there's a common point between the two, besides the politics, besides the money, besides the management, besides everything, it's definitely food. Food definitely likes us, links us together. And if you like good food, it's two good places to go, Belgium and Singapore. I think there's a lot of things to be developed here. And with our background, I think there's a lot of things we can bring to the region also, not to impose. It's not a new, you guys are not doing good, let me show you how I do it. It's more like, hey, you guys are doing this way, I do it this way, what do you think, how do we do? And it's a possibility of helping people to develop. I'm thinking we've got a project in Cambodia, for instance. That possibility of helping people to develop their own skills and their own future is what keeps me here. I think there's still a lot of things which I can teach from my own background here, and I would say make it for a better tomorrow in the region.